We're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames to see what is going on for the divine feminine, divine masculine collective. Okay, so today is All Souls Day. Today is a time where the veil is still really, really thin and we can connect with our loved ones in spirit. But today is also a powerful angelic gateway or angelic porthole. It's a great time to connect with your angels or even guardian angels. This is just your little reminder that your loved ones in spirit that have crossed over can go on to look after you and protect you and even become one of your guardian angels or even spirit guides. This is an amazing time to be connecting with the other side, but this is also an amazing time for twin flames as we have started November, which is going to bring us a lot of powerful energy shifts. We're going to go ahead and start with a reading first for the divine feminine just to see what is going on. Remember, this is just a general collective reading. So I always tell you guys to do the one-on-one phone calls through my website. That's just the reading option. I do readings as a half-an-hour phone call. It's going to help you a ton with your specific situation. Twin flame is a whole experience too. That's why they call it the twin flame journey. Oftentimes you go through certain stages. Everyone is different though as to how things are going to play out for you. It really just kind of depends on what you need to heal. It's going to bring up a lot of healing very, very fast to the surface. So I always say I am an energy healer. Check out the healing sessions that I do on my website. They're going to help you a ton, especially if you need to shift something or open it up. So I have tons of healings, clearings, and activations on my website. I also do twin flame coaching, which is great for helping you through the process. I have designed that coaching that I do for this specifically to heal certain things that come up that I notice that are triggered with twin flames. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do a reading first for the divine feminine just to see what is going on, but make sure you guys are checking out my website, sparksdivinelighealing.com. Divine Feminine Collective, Divine Masculine, if you're watching, direct messages from your feminine. I want you to see the real me now. I've been hiding from our love for too long. Okay, so a lot of times, sometimes we don't try to, but we all have we're going to talk about the ego today. Our ego is like our 3D construct. It is so that you can have this physical experience on earth. So it's not a bad thing. It's actually needed. However, sometimes it can get in the way. We have our ego, which is our, aspect here, which basically is meant to protect us, right? And things like that. Now we have our higher self, which is more of our soul aspect. It's an aspect of our soul that exists outside of time. When you die, you go on to merge back into your higher self or that aspect of you. So your 3D ego only exists here in the physical dimension. It's something that we need to sometimes, I don't want to say heal, right? Heal, shift past, shift out of, become aware of. And to work on. When you're going through twin flame triggers, this is the ego being triggered. A lot of times people want to avoid the triggers, but you need to heal certain things, right? That's why they come up. Your soul has designed your journey, your spiritual journey here on earth to help you to heal certain things, to grow, and to advance spiritually. So oftentimes our actual situations, they're brought to us by our soul, and sometimes we don't understand that. So you're on this spiritual journey, that your soul has you on this journey. And that's why everyone's situation is going to look a little bit different. You're being given what you need to grow and to heal spiritually and things like that. So we have this, sometimes you're not seeing things clearly. It just kind of depends. So oftentimes with twin flame journey, you're going to go through a lot of triggers, things that you need to heal, and even different thoughts and ideas and beliefs that you need to clear. This is why they come to the surface though, within the design of it, so that you can heal certain things. Divine feminine, you're being guided to strip away negative thoughts, beliefs, ideas, ways that you're seeing the world with this. That is the ego and things that you need to heal. So this first message, there's a lot of crown chakra work coming up and shifting past any type of negative thoughts, things like that. A lot of people don't realize that you guys are actually manifesting your situation. So I see a lot of people that run into problems with their twin flame situation, but you guys have manifested. Some of you guys, fear can get in the way. Like you could be fine and you have a lot of negative thoughts come up. Your twin flame is always, I say, acting out, playing out whatever you're thinking. And so oftentimes if you haven't done enough inner work, sometimes you're shifting into old patterns. This can get in the way and stuff like that. This is why it's very important that you're doing that inner work to clear negative beliefs, negative ways of seeing things, projections, illusions, things like that. These all have to do with the ego and things like that. Sometimes you guys haven't been seeing things clearly. So we have this energy now where we're in this thin space of the veil. It's helping you to get more clarity right now, or to see things more clearly, especially the next couple of days ahead as we move into some of, we'll say, this week's earlier astrology and things like that, seeing things clearly. And then obviously this is like things being stripped away, ego work. You brought out the best in me. I came alive in your presence. And like, this is, you guys might be very, very different, but you guys each have what you need to balance these aspects. Twin flames are a puzzle that goes together, like you fit together. You are each a puzzle piece that fits together, right? Interlocking and things like that. They have a lot of what you're lacking and vice versa. And you guys might be very, very different, but you guys fit together perfectly in so many different ways too. Just know that too. So while they might bring out the best of you and motivate you to like be a better person, to work harder, hopefully, right? And to heal, right? They also can trigger a lot of buried, repressed shadow work and trauma that's still in your energetic system that needs to go or needs to be brought to the surface. But they also bring out the good aspects and the light aspects. It's not all negative. A lot of times people get really stuck on the negativity that may be triggered to the surface or maybe coming up. The more that you do this inner work and heal yourself, the more you're gonna have negativity come up that you're gonna have to clear. You should be getting really good at keeping your energy clear or clearing your energy at this point. Or so when you run into an outer block, because this is where a lot of people get stuck, right? Like if like a lot of people, if you're stuck in, because this is a reading for the Divine Feminine, your masculine is not around right now, you're not getting enough, you're not getting a lot of communication, they might be in runner avoidance pattern, and things like that. It's actually an inner block, right? Especially for those of you guys that might be in a more drastic or extreme situation where they're blocked, no contact, no communication. These represent inner blocks that you need to heal, work through, and clear. The more that you do clear your energy, it's going to clear up anything in the external, right? That needs to be cleared and things like that. When you get more aligned, when you raise your frequency, your twin flame aligns with you too, because you guys have to be a frequency match. So it's all about keeping your energy clear a lot of the time with twin flame too. Now, this is the work that needs to be done for ascension too. Twin flame is just speeding up your ascension. I know, right? They have come into your life in the perfect divine timing to help you, to motivate you to do more of your ascension work. Oftentimes it's faster too, because they might trigger a lot to the surface or show you things that you need to heal or things that you need to work on. Time has brought me clarity about us. I made the wrong choices. When I think of time, I always think of karmic energies, divine timing at play, and things like that. Oftentimes, there's a lot of healing work that comes up with twin flame situations. So this is why people might notice that a lot of the external, it could be your twin flame, it could be circumstances surrounding the connection or the situation around the connection. Sometimes it's past your control, keyword control, right? Because ego loves to be in control. And so sometimes it's past your control thing too. This isn't for everyone, but some of you guys may be having a block around divine timing. And you'll say, what? But you've met your twin flame for a reason. And if you're not fully in union yet, there's always more work to be done on yourself. And this will help to open up things. So Divine Feminine, being guided to, no matter what your situation, to really work on yourself right now and your side of things. I still find your energy around, still feel your energy around me. I never believed in these things before. Now I do. And so this is also probably going to take you into a new belief system of the 5D, right? We have the 3D belief system and the 5D. Okay, so when you meet your twin flame, sometimes you have heard of this concept, sometimes you haven't, but you're made aware of it so you understand how to deal with this situation. This is to awaken you to the connection. So there's a spiritual awakening happening for you, but you're also awakening to this divine connection and what it means. And I think that is very, very important too. You were my sanctuary. You were the only person I could confide in, and I betrayed your trust. One or both might be dealing with trust issues. This can be common. Both twin flames have been through a lot of traumas, a lot of hurts, a lot of karmic connections and things like that that you've had to deal with in the past. There could be some type of trust issue with you that your twin flame might be mirroring back to you. It just kind of depends. When I hear trust, it's always sacral and things like that. It's not trust you or your twin flame doesn't trust each other. It's actually on a greater level of the universe too when I hear this, right? Okay, working on healing that. This is like a sacral healing message coming up. I'm afraid that I lost you forever. Sometimes you guys have to go through losing the connection. Even if you're like, no, that's not me, I'm in happy union, this will happen again and again over the course of many lifetimes. So this is just a very small slice of the pie this lifetime, right? You guys are going to have to let go sometimes, and then you come back together, and that's the infinity where your paths cross. There's going to be points where you learn together, and your paths are very much intertwined and together anyways. But there's going to be times where you go off and kind of do your own thing in the scope of many, many lifetimes too. Now, sometimes that's part of the stage of twin flame. Sometimes you guys may go through this isn't for everyone, but oftentimes people go through some type of separation. It could be a breakup, and things like that. I do feel it has a lot to do at that point with healing attachment trauma. And a lot of times you guys will really, really spin, and this is where the biggest purges come up. If you've ever had to deal with separation energies, it's very painful. You're probably going to feel it most in your heart chakra. You're probably going to feel the twin flame connection the most in your heart chakra anyways, because this is where you connect the most energetically. You do merge all of your chakras together, and you do connect through all of the chakras, but you're probably going to feel it the most in the heart chakra too. So lots of heart chakra work coming up within this reading, or for this person that is watching this reading. You may have had to navigate some type of, we'll say it could be past pains and wounds coming to the surface, being triggered, some type of separation energy. And it could just be, sometimes it's slow bringing twin flames together as well too. It just kind of depends on how this has manifest into your particular situation. The best thing that you can do is work on your heart chakra and opening up to this person, fully opening up to this person. Easier said than done sometimes. Sometimes we have a lot of blocks and walls, and it could be the heart chakra, but it also has to do with ego and things like that. So truly opening up to this connection will help. So sometimes the more we open up our heart to love or to your twin flame, it will really, really help. I can't let you go. I don't know how to handle my emotions right now. This is going to trigger a lot of intense emotions for you. Some of these are going to be really, really positive. And those are the highs. And some of these are going to be even lows where it's going to feel very extreme. I can't remember. I did a call, I think yesterday, and they were telling me about some of the purges. So if you are a twin flame, you've most certainly been through some of these purges. They're not all the time, but when you have, they can take you to these lows that are very extreme, but it also can take you to these beautiful highs, as we know too. I feel that the more that you heal, it's going to even out, and you're going to have less extreme lows. And so sometimes when you really, really need to heal, these lows are going to get very, very extreme. If you are someone that's been navigating a lot of intense emotions coming up, or a lot of those lows, make sure you're doing more energy clearing work. I want to kiss you. I let people manipulate me into ghosting you, and this isn't for everyone, but some of you guys, this is screaming separation energy. It just kind of depends. Be careful with people giving you advice that are not on the twin flame journey. This is just your friends and family and things like that, or they're giving you advice from a 3D perspective, because this is such a 5D connection. I always say that's why it'll really, really benefit you to work with someone that will help you. That's why I'm always here like, hey, right? Do those calls with me. I will help you guys with shifting things and shifting the energy around your situation. So oftentimes there's a lot of energy work that comes with these connections. Be mindful though, if people are giving you negative advice about your connection. Your energy is intoxicating and it's pulling me in. All right, so we have, our souls speak the same language that only you and I get. You guys literally have this shared twin flame telepathy, especially the more that you, we'll say, heal and open up the energy connection, because negative energy blocks up the energy cord through the heart, and this is where the telepathy travels. And so this is why twin flames, you guys can read each other very good. Nothing's going to get by the other. Right? You guys can speak with just a glance. You guys can read each other's thoughts. You can tell what's going on for the other. You can definitely tell how you guys are feeling and things like that. You can probably start to read each other's mind at a certain point, or even just tap in. And this means even far apart, you know certain things all of the time, what is going on with your twin flame, what's coming up for them, what's kind of going on with them and things like that. So this is twin flame telepathy too. Twin flames share that ability and gift of telepathy, especially if you guys actually come together in a full union and kind of merge together. It gets very, very strong, that telepathy and reading each other. Oftentimes you're such a shared energy too. Like you could be feeling one energy state, and this is what can make it challenging, and your twin flame's feeling the same emotions. They're feeling the same. Your energy's low or high, theirs are too. And so oftentimes you're kind of feeling the same things energetically too, because you guys actually share a lot energetically too. Higher forces are trying to guide us together. This is a connection that is divinely guided too, so you have to trust your path. This is why twin flames see a lot of sign synchronicity, right? It's direct spirit messages. The more that you open up spiritually with yourself and your higher self, you're going to get a lot of insights, downloads, a lot of knowledge. It's going to open you up. You're going to get a lot of direct information and higher guidance too. This is why it's very important that you're paying attention to your own spirit guidance, as it doesn't matter where you're at in the journey, even if God forbid you're separated or you're not together in union yet, your spirit guides are trying to bring you together with this person. They always have been, like always, right? So sometimes it's all about frequency though too. If you're in separation or you're not fully in union, working on raising your vibrational frequency is going to be very, very important, because your twin flame is going to match your vibration and your energy, and you want to become a frequency match to this person. So just about navigating those spaces, if you are in a separation or not fully in union, doing a lot more healing work on yourself, raising your vibration is going to help you. Staying positive about things too, because you're manifesting this. And if you're putting a lot of negative thoughts, beliefs, and stuff out there, it's going to get in the way. This is a block, and all about you being ready. That's what this journey is about too. When you're ready, your twin flame is ready too. Doesn't matter the outer and things like that. So we have for the Divine Feminine, purging out or releasing negative beliefs that may be blocking the connection, opening up your heart chakra so far. So a lot of crown chakra, ego work, surrender with the ego, and even heart chakra opening to allow this connection in more. This will open up the twin flame telepathy. Outside energies and circumstances got in the way. Okay, I have someone that was telling me about this. If they are, this is the universe. And you'll say, oh, this person, the karmic, the people around us. It's actually the universe, and that is part of the orchestration of this connection. I know, divine intervention. And sometimes divine intervention steps in and you'll feel it might be in a negative way, keeping you apart, like everything isn't aligned. Or it could be in a positive way, that when you've done that healing work, it will open things up and bring you back together, right? So we have the universe can work in mysterious ways around this connection. Oftentimes when you first meet, there will be circumstances that will come up, get in the way, and even block things, so that you can do that inner work. Or even when you've done enough of that inner work later, it will bring you back together for those reunion and union energies. But this could be outside energies throwing off the union. You have to also trust your path and what's kind of going on with the circumstances, no matter what. Yes, outside energies can get in the way. If you're someone that's dealing with that, this could be karmic, third-party situations. It could just be circumstances, whatever it is. More clearing work to clear these things. Sometimes we have to clear the blocks. We'll just call them what they are, blocks, right? Blocks in the union. So more clearing work to hit those blocks and get them out of the way. You need to raise your frequency to come back together, work on your energy. So we were talking about the importance of raising your vibrational frequency. We're going to be doing that over the next 2 years anyways. We have a lot happening. I was making jokes this morning with my twin flame, like, we're navigating ascension on this planet like never before. And this is new for us. While we're trying to handle a lot of other things, we're also handling a lot of energy shifts and a lot of changes on the planet energetically too. Make sure you're continuing to raise your frequency. We know that when we're in a lower frequency, we feel sluggish, unmotivated, right? And when we're in that higher frequency, we feel a lot lighter and we feel really good, and we can flow with these energies too. So make sure you're continuing to raise your frequency too. Healings will help you with that. I have so many healings on my website. I have some up for today too. I made sure last night, because I'm always trying to stay on this, right? I made sure to update my shop. I did leave the main stuff up there. So if it's in my shop, you can do it all the time, right? So I did leave that stuff up there. You can do anything in my shop anyways, but I was making sure to put a couple things up, and then in a couple days I'll get with it, right? So I have the stuff up for today, tomorrow, and the next day, and then I'll get back on my site and stuff like that. So my site is always up to date. This is why I have so many different healing sessions. I have a nice search bar in my shop. Lately, I see a lot of patterns, and that's why I've designed my healings like this, because I've been through this experience, and I really was, I do this spiritual work and I'm very guided to it. So I see what people need to heal. And so lately, throughout the Twin Flame Collective, I'm seeing a lot of the same, we'll call them patterns that are arising for healing. So you might be dealing with specific issues, challenges, or patterns that are arising in your own twin flame journey. I have a nice little search bar in my shop if you need that. And a lot of times we're dealing with, like, you will say old trauma, we're dealing with relationship issues, we're dealing with avoidance patterns and things like that. Some of you guys might be dealing with runner chaser energy. It just kind of depends. But oftentimes these are stages of the twin flame journey of things that come up to be healing. Some of you guys might be dealing with ego blocks, right? And things like that. But I have a nice search bar in my shop that will help you find what you need no matter what you're dealing with. I make sure to put a ton of really cheap activations on my site and things like that just to help you guys to get some of this healing energy out there that will help you. So I have a lot of stuff on my website to help you. Check it out. I'm clearing my karmic past and healing from the past karmic relationships I've been through. Be patient. Some of the past relationships I was in have hurt me deeply and have left me very wounded. And this is for Divine Feminine. A lot of you guys have been through karmic situations too that have left you hurt, wounded, having a hard time opening up. This goes deep into past life stuff. A lot of times we have past life stuff that's coming up and we don't even realize it in this lifetime. But a lot of times you guys are dealing with your own karmic situations, experiences, situations, and even people too. So healing your love life coming up huge for the Divine Feminine right now. I'm just not ready yet. Trust in divine timing. So we talked about divine timing and some of you guys are like, oh, I'm ready. Well, up to the universe, right? All right, trust in the universe, trust in the path. If you're doing the work, you will end up in union with this person. Sometimes you guys have a lot of disbelief or negativity that tells you otherwise within the ego. So we have a lot of that coming up for clearing, and specifically in these energies. There will be a reconciliation. For some, this is reunion, union, a second chance, getting back together. You guys miss each other more than you know if you're apart. And this is part of the draw together. Sometimes we navigate a lot of painful separation energies and it feels painful in the heart chakra as we're talking about. Sometimes we're dealing with those happy energies. Regardless, it's part of the twin flame longing. Even the painful energies are meant to help you to heal those things and to show you the depths of this soul connection, because this is your soul speaking to you. When you're in the right frequency, instead of pushing apart, repelling and avoiding, you will magnet together. So there's a very strong magnetic attraction. And this is like a very, very powerful connection with this person too. So just as magnets, you're meant to be kind of pulling together. When you're feeling good, you're really, really going to pull this person to you. And that's a spiritual or a soul pull too. All right, there will be a union with this. But some of you guys are being guided to really step into the unknown right now. And this is navigating that shift into the 5D. And this is like an entire lifestyle thing, an entire energetic thing. You have to raise up your frequency and begin to, we'll say, integrate that 5D state of consciousness into things. So a lot of you guys are kind of making your ascension. And ascension is to shift out of the 3D, which you're done with, and to shift into a 5D state of consciousness. It doesn't happen overnight. Some of you guys are going into that 4D state too. I just describe, let's just call separation 4D. I know, you got to get out of the 4D. It's like the void. It's like this in-between space, right? And that's what separation is as well too. You've met, but you have more work to do. And to really anchor into that 5D union, you have to first maintain those 5D frequencies yourself, right? And to exist on that 5D level. So this is the one you're meant to be in union with this person, in that lasting union. This is your twin flame. You have a soul contract and a soul connection. You've spent many past lives with this person. And so whatever's playing out is meant to help give you what you need for your spiritual ascension too. Stay focused on your own ascension. This is going to help you to heal your union if you're already in union, or to shift into union. All right, work with the violet flame. This is going to help you to release karmic energies and things like that. And sometimes it's all about the chakras. So I write a lot of stuff for my website. And my next thing I was writing about karmic imprints within the chakras. And when you heal your chakras, you will naturally clear, cleanse, and remove those imprints. Some of these imprints are from past lifetimes that you brought with you into this lifetime from birth. So a lot of your karmic experiences actually are from these imprints from past lifetimes that you're being guided to heal, or you're trying to heal on a deeper level, and they get in the way of union. And so the best thing you can do is to continue to work on your energy and to heal your chakras. This is going to help to remove some of these things that may be still stuck, blocked, or lodged in your chakra system. So we brought even trauma with us, but we picked up trauma, right? It's one and the same. So healing your chakras will help with that. Working with energies like the violet flame, energy healing will help. Soul Star activation, fulfilling soul contracts and remembering who you are. This is to awaken you so that you can remember who you are, and you're here to fulfill this spiritual soul contract of union too. So you have this contract, if you are a twin flame, to come into union. This is very, very important. However, some of you guys are in the middle of that contract. It's playing out as it should. And that's why a lot of times it's like having to do with the imprints that you carry and what you need to heal. So it doesn't just stop. Like a lot of people think you meet your twin flame and it's like utopia. You're going to continue to have to work on your healing of whatever you were healing long before you met your twin flame. And unfortunately, that can get in the way of union and throw it off if you didn't notice some of these narratives, how things go. And so this is why it's very important to heal yourself so that you can shift into a harmonious, smoother union with this person. Anunnaki light codes, energetic shift, new information, and the end of a cycle. Some of you guys are trying to close out a karmic cycle. This could be in other areas of your life or even something with your twin flame that you need to wrap up, complete, and clear. Your twin flame is also a, we'll say, learning partner, right? They're also a partner to learning with you too. So whatever has come up, if it's been negative narratives, this is something karmically that needs to be healed. I am presence. A lot of you guys are going through a light body activation and accessing the divine within. We're receiving a lot of high frequency energies. These are helping to shift you into your 5D energy body or your light body. Do things that are good for your light body. This is really, really like why I'm always like, do more healing. It will help your light body. It will help to activate things and help raise your frequency. Okay, Thoth, light codes, light initiation, great teacher, awakening, and divine magic. Time to tap into your magic. Some of you guys may want to work with someone that will help you spiritually. I always say I'm right here. It will help to speed up the process. Oftentimes when you guys are just in your head, you're really ingrained in your belief system and your ego and your programming and things like that. When you work with someone else, they're going to be able to help you to gently transcend, right, that programming and to help you through this process and to help shift you out of the blocks and areas you may be stuck in. So make sure that you're getting help with this. I always say that's why I recommend doing like phone calls with me, doing healings. It will help a lot. Okay, so we have the King of Swords, and this is in reverse. You may have some type of block with your divine masculine. And once again, this is coming down to your own belief systems manifesting into the union. So when I deal with that swords energy, it's very logic, right? It's very balanced, thoughts over emotions. You may have some type of negative beliefs that are getting in the way of this connection. And so this is with your divine masculine and how things are going. Maybe you're overthinking things. Maybe you have recurring negative beliefs that are coming up, and they will affect your twin flame journey and the path that you're playing out too. So try to like heal any negative beliefs has been coming up huge. We have the moon and it's in reverse. So there are things coming to the surface. This is clearing negative energy. This is any blocks, things that are blocking your intuition. So we're receiving a lot of spirit messages, especially with this thin space in the veil. And sometimes what blocks us is negative thoughts. You're like, what? In the mind, right? Because if you're always thinking, it's going to block you as a receiver of what you're picking up too. So this is like, you're very, very intuitive, but you still have some energy blocks that you're dealing with. And this is around fears. And so this is around fears of the union still manifesting and creating out of fear and things like that. So healing the ego will help a lot. If you guys are in a third party situation, you manifested this out of fear. It was some type of insecurity, fear, right? If you guys are not with your twin flame, some type of fear once again. And so we have a lot of fear that can get in the way. And this is the ego, right? And so we're needing to heal the ego a little bit with this reading. So time to purge out, clear any energies around fear that might be blocking, not just your intuition, but also your union. We have the Chariot. This is like things are going to move fast once you clear these blocks and obstacles that are in the way, because for some we still have some more blocks to clear. Things are going to move forward very, very fast with this union. And these are both moon cards. These are both Cancer water sign cards too. So they're very positive cards too. Just know that too. Okay, we have the Three of Wands in reverse. And this is like, some of you guys you might not be very happy with how things are going or some of the choices that have been made, and our choices affect our future and things like that. But it's also our past choices are still affecting us in the now. And so sometimes this goes back to kind of clearing energy and things like that. You guys are still dealing, I call it a ricochet. A ricochet of some of your past is still coming up because you're holding a lot of energy, blocks, debris, and traumas. With the ascension happening, with your twin flame journey happening, a lot of this is coming to the surface. You might be dealing with a lot of healing fast or things coming up fast for you to deal with on an energy level. We have the Knight of Swords. This is your masculines. For some, they're coming in really, really fast and high energy. Some of them have already come back in and like really, really intense. And this is like them coming in really fast, hot and heavy, things moving forward fast and being ready and things like that. If they haven't come back in, they're gonna. And so it's like all about kind of that healing to get there too. So we have the World in reverse, and like some of you guys, this is wrapping up a karmic cycle. You might feel like you're just going round and round. You're on a hamster wheel. You're not getting the results that you want. If you're not, do a call with me. I will help you with that. I have a lot of people that get stuck and I don't know why they just sit there. So if you're feeling you're not manifesting the results that you want, you aren't seeing the results within, and this is a twin flame reading, within your twin flame situation, you might feel stuck, things aren't progressing, things aren't moving, do a call with me so I can help you. Don't be afraid, keyword fear, right? Because we dealt with that back there. Don't be afraid to ask for help and to get some help with this. This is a lot for us to, we'll say, manifest, and it's new for us, right? To be manifesting everything in this lifetime. Get some help with it if you need it. So this can indicate whoever is watching this that you might not be getting the results that you're desiring right now, and to get some help with it, especially if you need it. I just think everyone does anyway. So we're going to do a quick, I just wanted to get on here anyways. I know we're kind of doing a little bit of rest vibes because the collective energies are a little bit all over the place, which is okay. But you guys might be feeling that too this weekend. I had a lot of people telling me that this morning, that it's kind of, you know, connect with the spiritual vibes right now, kind of going on. So you're probably feeling some of the collective energy shifts. The energies are going to start to come back up tomorrow, but you guys might be kind of feeling that when we're in these integration spaces, I call them. So we're kind of in an integration space, but I wanted to get on this video anyways and say hi to you guys and kind of lift the vibes up. Okay, so Divine Masculine reading. Divine Masculine, Collective Divine Feminine. If you're watching, direct messages from your masculine. I'm working on myself so I can give you the love and relationship you deserve. They are doing the inner work. They always are anyway. Sometimes people question that, especially if you've been doing a lot of inner work. They are too. Some of the best inner work that we can do with ourselves. Obviously, I'm going to say energy healing, but also thinking. You're like, what? Yeah, I know. Paying attention to your thoughts. Sometimes masculine even goes into some type of hermit phase or things like that within the twin flame journey to really, really be with themselves and their thoughts. They will shift out of it. It just depends on where you guys are at with that. And Divine Feminine needs to stay very balanced for this reason too. So this person is doing a lot of inner work. They might be questioning their thoughts, beliefs, having a spiritual awakening, or doing a lot of energy healing work. They are working on themselves, their own patterns, behaviors, and beliefs. I'm haunted by us. I didn't follow my heart, and now I don't know how to let you go. This person cannot let go of the connection. They can't let you go. Once again, heart chakra work coming up too. They think about you all the time. They have a lot of memories pop up. They think about what could have been if they'd done things differently, right? And so this is on the energy sense. They feel you. They feel your higher self coming through. I've committed to someone else because they don't challenge me. This is the thing. This isn't for everyone, but some of your twin flame masculine, because this is the masculine, might be with a karmic, and this isn't for everyone. You'll obviously know if they're dating someone else, right? Or should. Okay, this isn't for everyone, but for those that are, this is about the other side of things and what it's triggering to the surface. Probably a lot of insecurity, negative emotions, jealousy, whatever it is, and about healing those things. It's something that needs to be healed. This might be a pattern. Sometimes when you're dealing with a fearful, avoidant attacher, they might throw other people in the middle, and this is just defense mechanisms and things like that, and distancing strategies and things like that. This isn't for everyone. Karmics are just like they sound. They're a karmic contract that needs worked off. And I had someone, you know, say that why couldn't they go be with a karmic? You don't want to be with a karmic. We know why. You're like, what? Okay. But sometimes we had other contracts to wrap up, and the reason why, if you've met your twin flame and they are with a karmic, this could be they're in an existing relationship when you met them, like dating someone or married, or they were with you and went to go be with a karmic, and we just call these third-party situations. The reason why is because they still have work to do and contracts to wrap up and other lessons. You have to see this from a higher view and try to be supportive of this, of like the higher perspective, because we see it through our ego lens and it can trigger a lot. Yes, we've all had a course of different lessons to work on. If you're involved in this because you're, you know, divine feminine, and this is for the masculine in that situation, It's so that you can focus on your healing journey. You guys were meant to meet. So for the person with the karmic, it's supposed to help them get through it faster because they know you're there. And then for the other person on the other side, just really work on your healing and in this space and what's coming up from it. I still have dreams about you and our happy times together. You might be connecting with this person in the dreams a lot. We're going to have a lot of dreams moving through the winter time, especially in this thinner space of the veil. You might be having a lot of dreams, period, but a lot of dreams with your twin flame. Pay attention, especially if you guys are having distance in the physical. This is one way that you connect in the interdimensional. In the dreams, this is you connect as your higher self in the dreams, even though we don't always realize that. You are your higher self aspect when you're dreaming, and oftentimes you're having dreams with your twin flame to help guide you. I settled for second best because I don't deserve you. So once again, this person could be navigating other situations, experiences, or karmic energies. Sometimes karmics could be friends, family, lovers. It just depends. They can manifest in many different situations. This person might be kind of clearing some type of karmic situation in their life that might be holding them back from union. I let my ego get in the way. I couldn't let go of my pride, but you saw through me. You know the truth about me. I underestimated how important you are in my life. And this is a lot for the divine masculine because a lot of times I always say some of these karmics are conditional. They're all about, we know how karmics are. They might be transactional. They might be kind of basic, right? And things like that. But when they meet the divine feminine, they didn't expect to meet you. It shakes up a lot in their life. It literally does. And it calls them onto a different path to union, which can be a lot because they're kind of used to living their life a certain way. And it can shake up a lot, the foundation of their belief system, energy, is right? And like calling them into union too. So it can bring up a lot of inner work. I'm on my way to you. This person's probably trying to get to you. I'm in love with you. This masculine, you're in love with this feminine, whatever masculine is watching this. I keep hoping to bump into you everywhere I go. Some of you guys do. I know twin flame couples like that, where some of you guys are really stubborn and you're not reaching out, and the universe makes sure to bring you to the same place at the same time. This may be part of your design if you're seeing your twin flame physically, like out. I wish you were here with me. They miss you and wish you were there with them. I need to tell you the truth. This masculine is working on healing their throat chakra. This goes into past lifetimes. Sometimes we store a lot of past life trauma in our throat chakra, and we may have a hard time expressing ourselves or our feelings. Our throat chakra is like the bridge between our mind and our heart of how we feel. So think of the heart as how you feel, our mind, our thoughts. It's literally the bridge between so that we can express these things. You're both my strength and my weakness. I thought I could detach, but being apart only makes the connection even more intense. When you guys are apart, it can bring up a lot of painful emotions. You feel really, really good when you're hanging out, and even when you have to go apart, it could just because of life, work, sometimes more extreme separation and things like that. It's very, very painful for both to even be apart. Even when you're like dating and together, you have to go do other things. I need a break to heal myself. And we have this healing energy coming up for the masculine. We have old wounds coming up, mending, and a lot of progress being made. So know that this masculine is healing right now. They're in a healing phase, as is the whole planet. This person is worth waiting for. They might be waiting for you. We will come together once fully healed. I meet you in the dreams every night. So powerful dream messages coming through for this masculine. Pay attention to your dreams. You're getting spirit messages in that way. Doesn't surprise me because we have the signs and synchronicity card. Allow the signs and number codes, angel numbers, synchronicities, things that are happening. Pay attention. You're getting messages from the universe, and they are powerful to guide you through this. Some of you guys have like a balancing happening with karma, and that it could be like things you need to let go of, karmic situations in your life. The karma is clearing in these higher energies. You've been spending an entire lifetime working through the same karmic lessons and experiences. And it's like many lifetimes of work, but let's just focus on this lifetime. You've been working through an entire lifetime of clearing certain energies and healing certain things. The masculine might be kind of in regret, like they didn't do things right or they made a wrong choice. Trust your path regardless. All right, pay attention. You're getting a lot of song messages. This is music coming through at the right time that might be affecting you. Like it might catch your attention, right? Like you're not paying attention to the radio or television and a song comes on. You're watching a movie and a song comes on and it gets your attention. Pay attention because you're getting a lot of spirit messages through the music. Divine intervention is stepping in. I just said that if you guys feel like you're being pulled apart, you are, by the universe. And if you're being brought together, you are. Divine intervention is huge in twin flame journeys and things like that. Like, you're going to feel those kind of energies guiding around this connection too. So this is clearing karma energies right now. Some of you guys might have more karma to deal with, and your twin flame is meant to help you with that, or karma clearing. Okay, Temple of Truth, once again, throat chakra, authenticity and self-expression. This divine masculine is working on opening their throat chakra and to heal things from past lifetimes and even this lifetime. Crown chakra upgrade, divine connection, holy experience, and miraculous energy, opening up to the divine. This is supposed to open you up so that you have more faith and trust in this process. Lack of faith and trust manifests that doubt and fear and worry about the situation into your union. The more that you just kind of surrender and go with the flow, no expectations of how things are going to unfold. I think one of the hardest things about twin flame is we have our 3D expectations, and then we get upset. We're like, right, when you just go with the flow and you have no expectations and can surrender to this, it goes smoother. Pay attention to the Akashic records. You're clearing old stories and releasing past lives. So we have old stories. You and your twin flame have probably played out some negative stories and narratives together, not trying to. And this is from past lifetimes. So you're clearing things within your Akashic records so that you can write a better narrative and a better union. Some of you guys might be doing a do-over. It's like you guys meet and the horrible story and narrative come out. Yeah, for everyone. All twin flames, pay attention to this. Okay, so you meet and you think it's gonna be amazing, and then the narratives come up and they crappy, right? They suck. Okay. And then you get to clear these things and do it again, right? It just depends on where you're at. So like some of you guys are in that redo stage. Some of you guys might be navigating that first narrative, which is very karmic based because you have karmic energies to deal with. All twin flames do together as well too. So this is clearing old narratives for this masculine so that you can write a better story. Third eye activation, brow chakra, inner vision and clear seeing. Pay attention to your third eye chakra. You're getting a lot of insights. This could be like just seeing things, sensing things, really working with your third eye chakra. Arcturian light codes, evolutionary downloads, recalling power and future thinking. Stay focused on the future that you want right now. We're still in these Scorpio new moon energies at a thin space in the veil. We're manifesting. Spend a few minutes a day visualizing that union that you want. Clear the blocks to get there and do that work and you'll be there. Star being healing codes, important information. Wounds are healing and you're recharging. You're healing a lot of old wounds. Be gentle with yourself. You got to kind of just move through this at your pace. Some of you guys might be feeling a little bit tired from all the healing work coming up, especially with that Scorpio new moon. It was so lit Halloween, but we're feeling the integration, as I say, all right? Okay, you have a lot of old wounds coming to the surface fast. Your twin flame might be triggering things. So you're also letting go of fear and anxiety and feeling better about things. I don't think that masculine realize just how amazing twin flame divine feminine sees you, or the light that they see you in and things like that. So you have a lot of strength in this, but you're also dealing with fear and anxiety coming up over this connection. We have this 3 of Cups energy, and this is like some of you guys, it's too much partying, sensuality. Okay, it's like some of you guys feel really good in this connection, but you know it can bring up those lows. This is like pleasure turning into pain. So this feels amazing in these love bubble states, but it also brings up a lot of painful energy. You're not going to be able to maintain those higher love bubble states. I call them like euphoria and bliss. Those are the highs, and then the lows bring up a lot of painful energies to deal with and things like that. This isn't for everyone, but some of you guys might be dealing with third-party situations and relationships and stuff like that, or it could just be old wounds and pain that you're having to deal with, especially separation blocks, energies, heart blocks, things like that coming up big time across this reading. But we have the sun, and like when we deal with the sun, this is like you're very magnetic to other people and even your twin flame. Once you've met your twin flame, you become really magnetic to the opposite sex. This goes for everyone. You're like, oh my God, you may have been someone like that wasn't really noticed before. And once you're with your twin flame, everyone wants you. I always say you have a very magnetic personality and aura. This is a good thing. This is like radiating the sun kind of energy for the masculine. This is really shifting into your masculine energy because of this connection, that divine masculine energy that you've been working hard to cultivate. You might feel like you have at a crossroads with 2 paths right now. This could be your own path and union and having to navigate both, because we have to navigate us individually and us within this connection and who we are in both paths. you might feel kind of like you're in that void too. I call that, could be separation energy, could be you're not fully in union, you know, could be like you're not sure of where your path is taking you. You're being tested right now, but this is also helping you to shift into a harmonious relationship and union. This is one of my favorite because this is my Archangel card. Today we know is a powerful angel and even guardian angel gateway. Have patience. You're working towards this union. You will shift into this union. Some of you guys might feel a little bit tired or low energy right now. Make sure that you're resting if you do and just taking care of yourself. This is where self-care comes in big time. Like you're needing to really take care of your energy in the higher as we're navigating this ascension. It'll make you feel a lot better. This is my Six of Pentacles, which is my twin flame confirmation card. Some of you guys might be questioning this. This is being generous with your time and energy and money and knowing it will come back around because your twin flame is going to mirror that in you. I know, yeah. Okay. They're going to mirror, like if you're a really giving person, they are too. If you're like not and you're kind of selfish, not to say you are, right? They're going to mirror that. Okay, this is like flowing energetically and kind of pouring into your twin flame, knowing they will pour into you back in many different ways and it comes back around and things like that. But this is twin flame energy exchange and just being mindful of how you guys are reciprocating energy and things like that. I know it's going to pay off. It's a money pentacle card too, but it's more about time and energy. But it's also, have you been questioning this connection and you're not sure if this person is your twin flame? This is some type of confirmation that you know it anyway, like it's a deep knowing, but it's some type of, this is confirmation this is your twin flame. If you guys aren't sure or you're having a hard time navigating the process, do those calls with me. You can do them as often as you need them. You do the healings. They will help a lot with shifting things and clearing the heavy energies too. So this is confirmation. This is your person, just in case you needed it. Okay, I'm going on that note anyways. I do have stuff up for All Souls Day. I have stuff up for tomorrow and the next day on my website. Check out my shop. If you need me, just go ahead and book me on there. It's a great day to do activations. The next 3 days are actually. Then we go into a little bit of a lull. So the next 3 days are amazing for really tapping into these energies and working with them. But have a beautiful day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.